there trying up his little Apollo dirt bike that he got the other day. I don't know if you guys saw the little video that we were talking about. So it's a Apollo 125, which is a Chinese bike, but it's working pretty good. So far he's been having lots of fun trying out some of. We have grass spot near a park by our place, so when there's not too many people around, we go and drive it there, practice, and then now there's other little dirt trails close by it, just near a road. So just trying this today, just getting used to the suspension, getting used to speed and how to go into the bumps. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So I don't know if you guys ever tried a little Chinese dirt bike before. They're pretty fun. So that's a affordable way to get into the sport. So he's been working. If you didn't see the other video before, he's been working all summer so far. We're at the mid-July. Well, there's one more week for July, and he's been working since the beginning of the summer to try to raise money to buy a dirt bike. Well, he's 14 years old, so there's just so much money that he was able to get. So he was able to put about 650 bucks together, and then buying this Apollo dirt bike. He was pretty lucky. So it's a 10-year-old bike, about that. The guy that sold it to him was asking $1,000 for it, and when he saw that it was just a young guy that was trying his best to raise some money so that he can actually start driving that bike and then getting some practice, then the guy dropped this price to 600 bucks. And he also give him like a couple box full of parts, so he has some new carbs in there. He has some other stuff. I think he has some reflector if he wants to have reflector on it. You guys own any dirt bike yourself? So like I was just mentioning, so that's my son here. He's 14 years old. Been raising his money since the beginning of the summer, doing little job there. Hi Simpy. Yeah, so he's been raising his money since the beginning of the summer, and he was able to put 600 bucks aside and bought that Apollo dirt bike. So I don't know if you guys can hear the noise there. That's actually the chain. So what's happening is just the little chain tensioner is loose. The spring's broken, so there's no tension, but the bearing's gone anyway. So I got one in order from Amazon. We're supposed to receive it tomorrow. So that's what that little clicking sound when he comes. So yeah, it's his first time riding it on dirt trail like that. We tried parks before and just to test the speed. How everything is. Alright, I'm gonna jump off this rock here and show you a little shot from up close. So yeah, that's the first bike that he got. So obviously that's clutch, so yeah, you already know a little bit because we have a Chinese ATV and he's been practicing shifting with that thing. So he has a little bit of experience shifting, but that the Apollo one threw me off at the beginning actually, because I didn't know, but I thought that most machine was always the first gear down, then neutral, and then 2, 3, 4. But this Apollo one, I was trying to get the first gear, and I thought I was starting it in second gear because it was stuck. It wouldn't go down after the neutral, but it's actually neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4, up. So that threw me completely off. Apparently the old Honda three-wheelers were like that too. I don't know if you guys have experience with that. Myself, I always wanted one, but I never had a chance to have one yet. Hey, Nay. Can African probe? Oh, what's that? Sample? A sample? Is that another like kind of Chinese machine or? Alright, let's see if we can see him do some turn and things like that in here. Just instead of being sitting at the same spot all the time. Starting to gain a little bit of speed in here. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm limited for my language myself. Well, I'm French from Quebec, or Montreal region, and so I have the thick thick French accent when I try to speak English. But other than French and English, I don't know too much. You know, it's not too bad to learn a little bit of Italian in there because lots of the words are very similar. It's coming back. So we're gonna see another shot here. Oh, he's getting it around. It's a little bit more technical at that spot. And then they were cutting trees not too long ago in this spot because it's just an empty field. I think that they're planning to do some houses here later on, but this field, people's been walking dogs and doing ATV and all that stuff for a long time in here. But a couple times they cut all of the stuff down here, so they cut it down. But those are a popular tree, so they cut it down, and then this is about 3 years of regrowing. That grows pretty fast. Oh, from Germany, eh? Do you live in Germany or you just speak German? I think we're gonna keep walking this way here because might have some cool footage from when he's going off little bump down this road. Well, this path. Yeah, you live in Germany? So, are you born down there or you moved there? All of my family, well, most of my family is still in Quebec, and then I have a few, well, my parents and my brother are up north in Ontario. And Ontario, Canada, right here. All right, we're gonna keep walking this way. Just because there's some other bump a little bit further down this trail here. I want to see how he handles those, and then we'll ask him to turn around in the trail and start doing the lap the other way and see how he can handle those bumps. Born in Germany, eh? Nice. It'd be cool to go and visit there one day. That's quite a different language, though. I don't think there's anything that I can, you know, even with the English and French there. So different. I don't think that there's any way that I can pick up any words. Yeah, like French, Spanish, Italian is very similar, so you can always figure out a few little words that people are saying when they're talking. Actually, my buddy was my buddy's grandparents were from Italy, and I was living at their place, and I was going to college for about a month before he started university, and he was moving to the same town. And yeah, those are the bump I was talking about here. Let's see how he handles those. So yeah, I stayed with them, and they were only watching Italian TV and speaking to each other in Italian. And when they were speaking to me, they know French and English, so they were speaking French to me. Let's see how he handles those. Oh, a little hop there. That was pretty cool. Yeah, he's getting oh, simple. You gotta go through all of the language to say hi, eh? Oh, you're an engineer. That's cool. Mechanic engineer? I guess so, eh? Kind of stuff you work on. Yeah, so to continue the story, I was living at with his grandparents, and after 3 or 4 weeks, I was able to start answering when they were talking to each other about stuff, because I would just pick up a little bit of things that was just starting to pick up the subject. I wasn't able to understand every single word, but I can pick up the subject. Oh, nice. That was cool. Technology engineer, robot programming. Well, sorry, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to flip the camera and I had to close down everything. I'm back. Hopefully I didn't lose too many people here. All right. So let's see this here. He's coming back. A bit more technical there. There's a couple tire groove from ATV. Yes, I was able to answer them and started to cut them off a little bit when they were talking. So they started to talk a little bit more to me during dinner time instead of just speaking in Italian. So that was pretty cool. All right, we're gonna see what kind of other shot would be cool to see. There he's coming back. Between the trees there, just enough space to be able to fit in there without hitting anything. Now we're gonna go see on this side. There's some big tire grooves, so let's see how he handles those. You can tell that he's starting to be more comfortable there. I think the first 10 minutes we were here, it is pretty much just going on first gear, almost on idle the whole time. And now he's starting to be a little bit faster, so that's pretty cool. So, Sample, you're saying you're technology engineer for robot programming. I don't know if you saw that, but I got to review the Yarbo robot before. He's 14 years old. But yeah, we never had bikes like that before, so you know, he was playing with BMX and stuff like that there, and trying a little bit of skateboarding before, but that's all you get to try on that old ATV that I have. Actually, I got that ATV. Laugh about that. I got that ATV for like nothing. One guy was trying to sell it, and he was offering me to buy it for a few $100, and I'm like, well, it's been parked forever. I don't even know if that thing cranks over, so I'm not interested in a project bike. So I told him I wasn't interested, and then he waited and he tried to convince me a couple of times to buy it, and I went budge. So and I'm a mechanic, so I'm a truck and coach mechanic. So I went and you know, I was going to work and we were meeting there all the time. And then Yeah, he said, oh, you know what? So I need a brake job on my wife's car. So I got all the parts. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but I don't want to pay a fortune for that. Garage is asking 1,500 bucks. I got all the parts for, I don't know, 400 bucks or something like that. Says, you do the brake job for me, so you can have the machine. I'm like, all right. So I get the machine and I started to play with it. Of course, the chain was loose. I had to adjust everything and set it up. And then after that, the only thing that it needed to start actually was a new carb. So I got the carb. It cost me $100 for the carb. It's at 225, 225 or 250 for the AEV. What?
250.
At 250. So I got a new carb for that 250, and then it started, no problem. The only thing that ever happened with it, because it's super old, right? It's been passed down to a few families during the years. So one time, actually, this guy was driving it, and then one of the wheel at the front, and one of the wheel went sideways like this. So it was actually the ball joint at the bottom. The ball came out of the socket, and then the wheel went sideways. Well, I think I can find a ball joint for that thing. I looked all over the place, a couple of weeks trying to find that. So what I ended up doing is putting the ball back in, and then we weld the washer on it so the ball cannot come back out. But we've been driving it like that for years, still working. You know, just spray a little bit of lubricant in there once in a while, and then as long as it doesn't rust, it's gonna last forever, right? Hey, you want to tell us a little bit about your bike? Let's take a look. You guys want to take a look at it? Yeah, we're live right now.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna turn the camera around, and then if you guys have any question, then I'll read the text at the same time. So that's an Apollo. So Hunter actually did those sticker here. You have what is it called, a cricket, and then you get to print vinyl sticker. So he's been doing this with it. That's pretty cool. So what kind of Apollo is it, Hunter?
It's an RFZ 125.
Okay. Are you guys able to hear him good with his mask like this? With his cask on? Alright. So, yeah, it's a 125. Those are a really small engine on this thing, eh? Look at the size of that. That's all it is, just at front here. So, yeah, I cleaned the other day. It wasn't running quite right, so you clean the air filter. It's just a sponge air filter, so just water with the hose was able to clean that, no problem. And then we haven't really done anything with the carb yet. We're gonna have to take this apart and make sure everything is good, but after you get the bike started, usually it doesn't take long to warm it up and get it to work properly. So yeah, those are pretty cool. For the spoke, you just have those plastic thing that just fit right on top of it. Yeah, spoke covers. So I have some for the front and some for the back. At the front they all mixed together, and then at the back it's kind of cool, like halfway is blue and then the other half is red. So there's a couple of things that get modified, I think, on this bike before you bought it, eh, Hunter?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think that's a stock exhaust or no?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems pretty big and chromy still for a stock exhaust. Yeah. That thing is about 10 years old. Like, that's pretty shiny piece of equipment here.
Apparently, like, most people on like YouTube that like buy the Apollo, they're saying that most of the time, like, you don't have to get like an upgraded exhaust to make it sound louder or anything, because it sounds great and it's plenty loud right off like stock. So yeah.
And then there's the spring here, but that spring been upgraded for being able to carry an adult, full grown man over 200 pounds. So it might be a little bit tough for him, but the guy give you the parts to change it back so that it's a softer suspension, eh?
Yeah, and I also got a like a customizable like rear shock that you just add or decrease the air in it, and then like you can change it depending on how heavy you are.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you were saying to me something about those the other day. What was special about those?
Oh yeah, these are flow. This is a flow front brake lever and a flow clutch lever.
Okay.
And then these are just mismatched grips. They're ODIs. But yeah, and then there's also, I forget what this throttle
Hi, Nicole.
is.
You want to say hi to Nicole?
Hi, Nicole.
Yeah, so a good thing about this is I don't know if you guys saw the video. I don't know if you guys saw the video about the Ego mini bike, the electric mini bike that I got, but we wiped out by accident with it, testing it. You know, you always have to test the limit, right? You won't know what the limit is until you have a good wipe out. So anyway, and then when we wipe out, we actually break the brake lever. And I think it's because the brake lever, like, no, I know this is the clutch there, but so the brake lever actually on the Ego mini bike doesn't have no flex into it. Like this one actually, you can push it up,
Yeah.
like forward, and it won't break, right? It's pretty flexible both ways. Oh, yeah, that's early in the morning for you, Sempi. Wow. Yeah, I guess you're across the world, so that's why, eh? Yeah, for us here, it's what, like 7 in the afternoon? Yeah, 7 in the evening, about that. Almost 8, I guess. Tonight we're having, actually, we're gonna watch the new Adam Sandler movie. It just came out on Netflix today. And so you get to watch it for free. It's Happy Gilmore #2. So we're gonna watch that. I have everything set up with a projector so we can project it on the side of the house and actually watch it. We're going to have some friends over, and I'm doing War Master Hunter. Maybe you know that guy.
Who?
Oh, it's Marcus.
Oh, it's Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus saw you.
How long
Hi,
has
Marcus.
Marcus been in here?
I don't know. So, yeah, we're going to watch that tonight. We're going to have some friends over, have a couple drink, and watch it with beside the campfire. So I got like my YOB power inverter to power up the projector, and I have YOB speakers that I plug in there, so that the sound's a little bit louder. So we try one time to watch it without the projector, without the speaker, just the speaker from the projector, and that's not quite loud enough for outside. So in the house it would be fine, but anyway. So yeah, I think, well, Form Master is here. You might as well show him how it goes, right? You haven't shown it to him yet?
No, I haven't started it.
All right, give him a like. He's gonna go for it. Let's see if he can crank it. You should be able to start it. Just gotta turn the camera around. Well, he's starting to get some speed in it. Yeah, he's getting some air now. Just because you're here and you told him it was you, because he was going pretty slow. Like I was saying earlier, the first 10 minutes we were here, it's the first time that he goes on those packed trail like this. And the first 10 minutes that we were here, it was actually, I think, pretty much just crawling in first gear. But now that he knows that you're watching, he's gonna give it. He's starting to be more comfortable. He's starting to shift and go a bit faster. Yeah, he's getting the hang of it. We'll go closer to those bumps and can see it better. Does your brother still have his ATV? I know that he was working on machine like dirt bike and other stuff like that. There. There's no way you hear that from your house. It's not that loud. I know you don't live too far from here, but still. Yeah, so that's the bump that he's jumping here. Those ones. Just gonna go on the side, and then I'll turn the camera around. I'll see them coming. Alright, I don't know what that was there, because I sneak into those bushes to give him enough space to go here. So I just had the camera extended like as far as I can reach, so I don't know. You guys tell me if you saw that, or I'll try to do another better shot there. We'll let him go around again. He's going back on the other side of the trail. There you go. I'll just back up a little bit. There you go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Just didn't want him to, you know, end up having to hug the trees too much because I wasn't giving him enough room. Yeah, let's see how he handles those. Yeah, next time he's gonna have to show you for sure. Yeah, it's a pretty cool machine. Actually, maybe one time we should come to our cottage, and you guys can run the ATV and the dirt bike together. Yeah, Hunter was on trampoline before, for anybody else that doesn't know him, and then yeah, so little dirt devil there. He knows how to handle his body and handle a little bit of air. Maybe we'll ask him to do the run from the other side, and then we can see how he handles those bumps going backwards. I'll just show him that I want him to.
Like switch way?
Yeah, switch away. We want to see how he handles those bumps. Yeah, we'll see how he does when he comes back. So first I think we're gonna go this way here, a little bit back here, because there's a nice little bump, and he wasn't jumping it earlier today, but I think now he's starting to have enough speed. He might be able to get a little bit of air out of this thing. Oh, nice. Yeah, J game that. That would be nice. Oh, I'll see you later. Alright, let's see. Just turning around. We'll see how it goes here. So over there, if you guys didn't see the beginning of that live there, it's all actually like wood chip. So it's a little bit slippery there. Oh, that's good. Now he's standing up when he's hitting those jump. So that's the thing, like, if he's gonna stand up, then he's going to have a little bit, especially because the suspension's so tough for him, so standing up is gonna give him like more suspension, right? Because he can use his legs for it. So I'm just gonna pass those here where we saw that he was hopping around earlier and actually getting the front wheel up the ground, and then off the ground, and then we're going to see how he handles it from this side. So now it's a little bit harder from this side because, as you can see, the front bump is way higher than the back one. So he's coming. Now we're gonna see what happens. So that was pretty cool. yeah, so that's the Apollo for you guys. Yeah, let's do another shot from here, because then you can see a little bit more of what's happening with the when he hits that second bump. So anybody else here driving dirt bike or ATV, Chinese or brand name, let me know in the comment. Alright, he should be coming back anytime now. He's been riding that thing probably like an hour or two every day since he have it. He only have it for a bit more than a week now, and that was good. He handled that pretty good. What do you guys think? Give me a like if you think he handled that good. What happened there? I tried to turn the camera around and I lost you guys for a second. And yeah, so he's been riding that. Well, I guess it's been just about a week. He's been riding that. Didn't have no issue with it so far. He's been riding that for a couple of weeks now, for a week, and then for a couple of hours a day, an hour to two. And then when we were into the field, because we wanted to make sure that he was able to handle it good going into an open field first before he goes into trails like this. So because of that, it was nice and open, so I was putting like sticks and other stuff like that to make it a little bit more challenging for him. So I start like being able to get some speed in between them, and I would do like some zigzag stuff for him to learn how to handle that bike properly. So that helped quite a bit. So the other day I made him do like some drill like that. So he had to do like 10 or 12 lap, and then he was trying to beat his lap by 1 second every time. He's coming back. You can hear him. So that helped him get way better. Holy cow, that was not a fair! I know. Lot of fair, I said it. It was lot of fair. Well, the thing is, like, he doesn't ride for a Red Bull. So for him, it was tons of fair. Check out Red Bull, actually. We bought him a helmet when because we're skiing. I'm snowboarding usually in the winter, and he's skiing. And he saw a Red Bull helmet for sale, so he wanted that absolutely. It was when he was like 12 years old, whatever. And everybody at the ski hill, like all the little kid, always ask him like, "Whoa, do you ski for a Red Bull?" And he's always saying no. I told him he should start saying yes. Nice. Wow. Yeah, he's starting to really give it now. That's pretty cool. So yeah. Let's go down here, and then we're gonna see how he handles the turn and the wood chip over there. Just want to make sure that he does that pretty good. We're gonna miss his next jump in here a little bit. Maybe we'll stick around just from this side and see when he jumps from the back way it looks like. Didn't get quite no hair at that one. I think he thought that we were not looking at him, so he didn't give it some gas. I don't think he had any hair on that one. So yeah, the Red Bull helmet was pretty funny. Every 2 seconds, people would stop him everywhere. Even like 16 and 17-year-old would ask him that. But I guess maybe I guess nobody ever saw one for sale before. Like we bought it brand new, so it's not like we find somebody that had one before and stopped riding for them and then just sell it. Just got that at the ski show. Is it just me? Did you get the front wheel up off the ground a little bit on that one? I think he did. I don't know. Maybe you just hit the rock there, but and that made him pop. But yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure I saw some air on that front tire this time. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's his first time riding on trails with that thing. You rode ATV before on trails, but never rode dirt bike before. It's his first dirt bike. I don't know. You guys have any, if you guys know about dirt bike, do you have any pointers for him? Here, let's see this. He's coming back from here. There's a little bump here. I don't know what he's about this. Oh yeah. I think he's starting to try to impress you right now, so he's actually starting to give it a little bit more throttle when he goes around corners, because I even saw him on top over there at the back wheel lost a little bit of traction. Yeah, so this is where all that wood chip is, because they were clearing those trees before and they just left the wood chip here. So we'll see how he handles this when he comes around. I don't think he comes around too fast in here, so yeah, just crawling. That's okay. Better be crawling than breaking a leg when you're just practicing. Eh? So I don't know. Let's see if we can that little bump here, I think he can hit that straight. Let's see if we can jump that. It's just grass on the other side anyway. So yeah, see if we can convince him. Give it a little bit of throttle when he comes here. Trouble is there's that little bit of bump here first. Not much, and then there's that one here after. It's coming. Not quite enough speed to be able to do anything, but at the same time, I don't blame him, because you know, he's not super comfortable with this. He's getting comfortable with it, but right, and he didn't know that I wanted him to try to jump that. So now this is sand here, so yeah, that was cool. It's turning around, so maybe I'll try to do a little show. Try to move some of those. Try to move some of those sticks out of the way here. Yeah, this is so over there we start the trail with packed dirt. And then it's wood chip, and then here it's all sand, as you can see. So it's pretty slippery. When I actually tried the e-bike in here, you can really feel it. Like the tires are not super great for this either, even though it looks like a dirt bike. So as soon as you hit some sand with that e-bike, it kind of goes all over the place. And then we tried to climb a hill. It's more at the end of that trail over here. Cannot wait for him to get that chain tensioner. It's showing up tomorrow. I'm just afraid that that chain's gonna end up. I'm just afraid that that chain's gonna end up, you know, breaking on him one time when he's riding on the trail right now. But yeah, you ran out of money first when you bought the bike, and then you just fix little thing and clean it up. So it was just park outside for a while, and we lube up the chain and make sure everything was working and tested it. But then, you know, there's like, you're 14 years old, like, chain tensioner not working, like, come on, let's go riding anyway. So that's what he's been doing. But it's gonna be good because I'm gonna be able to teach him a little bit of mechanic too. Gonna be able to teach him a little bit of mechanic, how to maintain machine, oil changes and all that. So now when we get deeper into those trails, it's sand mixed with rocks. So still not lots of traction, but I think that dirt bike's doing it pretty good. What do you guys think for a Apollo 125? You gotta go farther that way because I saw that they have lots of little bumps there, so maybe I can see how it handles this. Be a little bit more test. Anyone of you watched that new Adam Sandler movie today that just got released? Yeah, Happy Gilmore too. All right, so I think I'm gonna sit just on this side of the trail here. I'm gonna crouch down a bit and we'll see how he handles this. Just like a pro, eh? Just like a pro, is standing up, being able to absorb most of those bumps and just giving it little gas in between them to be able to kind of like jump it but staying stable. He's coming back, let's see how he does it now. Well, I think that we're supposed to have friends coming over soon, so I'm gonna wrap up that short, that live stream, sorry. I'm all over the place with short, long video, live stream right now, so I wanted to just do a live stream about this instead of spending hours editing footage there. I thought it was going to be cool to give anybody that, if you guys have questions, to be able to ask you a question about this bike. So yeah, oh, it's coming back this way. So there's subdivision around here are very close. Sometimes people complain and the cops will show up here, but and then they'll kind of kick you out of the trails because it's supposed to be private property, but it's not like anybody is doing anything. Like, usually they just cut everything down once every 5 or 10 years just to kind of control those popular trees from going all over the place. What?
Down there,
Yeah.
there's like a lot bigger, like whoops kind of thing, like the ones that are like they're like huge over there, and it's so fun.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You want to show us for a second? Before I was going to wrap the short, but should we go down there for a second and just check it out? Yeah, so I'm working on a few projects here. So that's why I'm all over the place, so short and long form and live stream. I'm doing some course from YouTube about live stream. Free course YouTube is giving away to a few people there. Just they're kind of trying that to see if they can help people to grow. So I've been doing some of those courses and try to get some of the little tip and tricks out of that, which is pretty cool. I learned a lot with it. And so that's why I do the live stream. And then we're going a little bit of short. Usually I do the short to show like little bit of important clips for both car or truck repairs or tool overview or cool tool tests there, just to show a couple little things how it goes. I should have bring some water. And then those short usually are just from the main long stream video, long form video. And then a long form video for those. Right now I have two tools that I have sponsored. I'm supposed to do video for, so hopefully I get those wrapped up by the end of the week or by the end of the weekend or Friday right now, so I can do those two sponsor video. They're pretty cool tools. So I show already the tools that we're going to review. I didn't review them yet, but I show them into a member only page so that people know what's coming up. And then the other thing that's going to happen is I'm supposed to have another non-robot to review. So I don't know if you guys saw the robot lawnmower tab and a robot snowblower from Yorbo. So anyway, there's another company that approached me and they want to check this out. They want me to do some review of their stuff. So that's what we're going to do. Looks like there's a few more people coming. I don't think that's those guys' first rodeo, eh? They're really giving it on those trails.
Yeah. Starting to get low on gas.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, gas tank is pretty small on this. It just goes from here to here and the frame goes right through. So really, like, you just have like maybe
have, like,
4-inch of gas tank going around the frame here.
You can barely see the gas.
Oh yeah. There's a little bit of gas in there, but you start to see the frame, like the top of the tank here to it. All right, so we're gonna make our way back. Yeah. Cool. Mom should have supper ready anyway. Yeah. All right, so anyway, that's how we're going to wrap the video today, and hopefully you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll try to do a little bit more of those live stream if I have a chance. They're a little bit easier because usually I will spend about 1 to 2 hours per minute of video editing. So if I make a 20-minute video, you know, that might take me 20 to 40 hours to edit that thing. So if I do those live stream like this, that's not too bad. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.